Generic greetings and welcome to Iron Village. Today's beverage is a nice relaxing cup of chamomile tea. So welcome to the demo of Iron Village. This is a village slash town slash city builder that's focused around a railway. The idea is that the first train will arrive with a few citizens slash colonists, I guess, and the bare minimum resources in order to establish our new village. And we have to build things like storage and housing, although I guess housing is a sort of storage. We have to gather resources, we have to do some farming, connect everything with roads. All of that will then allow us to upgrade our station, which then gives us access to more resources and technology and interim trades. And I guess obviously the overall goal is naturally to have fun. And in this particular instance, I guess have a nice relaxing time in this sort of cutesy, fairly chill world. But yeah, we have to expand and be bigger, stronger, faster. Well, maybe not faster. Maybe the trains go faster. I'm not too sure. Either way, we're going to jump in. I'm going to show you a little bit of it. This is the demo, as I've said, but there is a full version available. But more on that later. I'll put a link in the description, as always. But over to new game here, and we'll start this off. So this is the Kingdom of Iron Realm, a royal proclamation. Let's go with maybe. Can I type that in myself? Realm, and this is where is the port city of Nova Port Blad, is that, or Halad? I think it's Blad. Gonna go just call it Port. Is now open for trade with Generi Realm, and whereas the current route to Nova Port is a long and treacherous journey, and whereas the Artificers Guild has invented a new transportation mechanism for the propulsion of resources and peoples over great distances and great velocity, and they've built a train, is what I'm getting at. So this is Generi Rail. And one of the things you can do here is actually customize your logo. So this is the default one, which is it's like a crown with FR. You can make it Sauron's helm if you really wanted to. And would it be something like that? Yeah, there we go. And you can, like I say, spend as much time as you want there. We're not going to spend 10 minutes trying to make that as a Generi rail in there. It would be nice if it auto-magically generated, but it does not. Anyway, for the purposes of the trade over long distances to Nova Port, it says I hereby order the foundation of a new village. So it's Generi Village. Yeah, it's fairly universal. And then we will start the game. So it will load up and it says, "Hello, Administrator. Welcome. You are here to guide the construction of Generi Village in order to supply Generi Rail. First train will arrive shortly. Blah 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 blah. Crack on and build." So let's go to start. So this is our station. We have a water tower, we have some amount of storage available, so wheat, mushrooms, magic peppers, and potatoes. On the top left, it shows us our resources, so gold, or generic units of currency, water, wood, potatoes, wheat, I was going to say grain, but wheat, magic peppers, and not magic mushrooms. We have the time controls. On the left, we have our railway approval and overall stats. We have to upgrade this thing. We also have the next train arriving. So it says, I thought that was 20 seconds. That confused me a couple of times. It's not. That is when it's going to arrive. So the next train is going to arrive at 0020. So there you go. This is in the morning, day one. No day-night cycle, but there you are. And it shows you when it's going to arrive, what it's going to need, and what it's going to drop off. So this is the next one. So this is going to arrive. This is our train here. Nice green engine, tender and such. It's going to give us some people, some gold, and then some resources as well. So it says chop trees for wood. So we can click on these trees. This is some trees. I don't know if some is the I was going to say brand of tree. Not brand, not strain. Species, that's the one, of tree. Anyway, what we're going to do is go over to build, and it's telling us to build like things like farms and raw goods and housing and roads. I'm just going to connect the road up to this here. This is the road goes along, and let's go ahead, and I'm going to maybe run this across here. This just requires, well, it doesn't actually require anything. You can just place it. So we need some farms. So I'm going to go with a couple of wheat fields, and that requires, by the look of this, some gold. So I'll have a couple of those. I'm going to chop down that tree there, go with another potato field, and then I'm going to have another one there. I don't want to build too much because every time I use this, it costs 2 gold in order to do that one. And you can see the villagers are cracking on and doing their thing. In this particular case, chopping down that tree. The trees themselves don't grow back. Not in this build anyway. Oh, our storage is full, so I can't do that. Let's go with raw resources of a well, and I'm going to place it. I'm going to place it there because, well, even though the water's there, this is the water storage for the trim, which requires, I guess, fueling up. I think we might need water for, well, the farming, which we're going to put around there. Anyway, housing. So you've got wooden house, another wooden house, log cabin, and another log cabin. I think, sorry, you've got wooden cottage, wooden house, log cabin, log house. Cottage is 1 person occupancy and house is 2. So I find it more efficient to build the second one, because it occupies the same footprint. So that is just 1 space there, and the wooden house is the same. I don't think the settlers have any preference on whether or not they want a different, like, you know, separate housing or anything like that. I don't know their preference. So it says here, let's just pause it for a moment. The time until the train departs, which is basically a minute. Refill the steam engine with water, and we can sell. So I'm going to go to sell, and I'm going to sell. What can we sell? Well, I can't really do much because of all of the the pop-ups, but I've just turned on auto there, and what that does is you can either fill it up yourself with these buttons here, or you can say auto, and we're going to do that, and that's just going to take the water, put it in the train, and that gives us some approval. We'll see that in a moment. And then I'm going to go to sell, and I'm going to sell maybe 2 of our wheat. We've only got 2 anyway, but we'll sell that, and then that'll allow us to build a wooden house or a log house. I'm going to go with the wooden house, mainly because it's the closest to the left here. And click, and there we go. So now we have a house for some people, so that's all fine. And these guys, they're obviously shouting about housing. I assume, perhaps wrongly, that if you don't have enough housing, the approval will go down, and then eventually you do get people who are coming and going, essentially, and they may decide to leave the village. So we've got farming on the way, which is good. I can't sell. Actually, wait. I can't. No, I can. I was going to say, can I sell some? Can I sell some wood? I can, but only when the next train arrives, which is not this one. Oh, no, it is this one. It's 4:25 when it will arrive, so we'll see about that one. These trees, as I said, I don't think they grow. Sorry, they might grow when I mouse. There's a little line there, but they don't spread as far as I'm aware, but each one does have a certain amount of resource yield. So some trees, at least 4 trees, you can chop them down, and it gives us 4, but I can't do that because I'm on 14 of 15. So that is not available. There is an option to zoom out, so you can see there's quite a big area for you to build in. And I think you can build a little bit down the bottom there. There's also a screenshot mode as well, but let's just turn that off for now. So we do need to build another house. If we go to Generi Village, you can see this train station, the transportation hub of the town. Yes, indeed. We can see that Generi Rail, we have a approval of 61. That's because we've gained 1 from fueling up the train. So when you do that, the approval will go up. I think in the full version, the idea is to get a certain amount of resources and a certain amount of approval in order to build basically like the castle or the keep or the manor house or something like that, you know, the final building. So it's almost like maybe you could call it a bit of a puzzle type of thing, because you have to get all of the required resources, but we'll see that later on as we progress through the motions here. And I'm going to go ahead and sell all of the wood that I possibly can, and sell, you know, all the potatoes and all of the, basically going to sell everything, because we're at this early stage here. And then I'm going to go for a wooden house, and I'm going to place that there. Then I'm going to chop down that tree, chop down that tree. That's a bigger tree, which I will also chop down. And then we'll close that. So that train has arrived, and then the next one's going to arrive at 6:25. So this is a very well-served area. There's a lot of comings and goings here. Sorry, I placed this this sort of road along here. Even though I thought it was connected to that bit there, but no, that's actually the log storage. It just looks a little bit like the road there. I can build the road further along if we wanted to. Speaking of building, I think I want to build probably probably some more farming. Pepper fields and mushroom fields would be nice. I don't think I want to build them directly this side. Maybe just to do a build up. I'm not really too sure. I'm thinking of having maybe some central housing and then stuff on the other side, but maybe don't have to overcomplicate it too much. I guess we could chop down that. Oh, maybe not. Let's go with... Oh, I can't have pepper fields there. Let's have 2 pepper fields and 2 mushroom fields. Although the problem with that is then I can't then get around. Hopefully the villagers can, yeah, go and move properly. Let's see how we get on. We don't need a well, but we will go with another wooden home because I'm hoping for a couple of those and then more people arrive, which the train will bring them in as well. Means we can chop down that tree, and I don't need to chop that one down, so I will leave it for now. That's a big tree. Big tree, you can chop it down. Thanks. So, new train arriving. Can't remember exactly what this one will bring, although it might be people because it's not got much on the back there. And oh, there we go. So it says immigrants and emigrants, and there is none. And sadly, I can't actually fuel this thing up fully, which is interesting. We've got a water tower over there, but they're not. Yeah, they're not taking the water to there. Okay, so I might have lost some. Oh no, yeah, I didn't fuel the train up properly, so that's a bit of a problem. What I'm going to do is go to raw goods and place a well there. I'm going to go to roads and build that across. And maybe, I mean, I don't know if we're going down. We'll see anyway. We're going to put it there, and that means that hopefully we can then, yeah, it's going to store it in there. So we've got water there and water there. I don't know if they have to carry it. I think it's just a global resource. Yeah, I think it is just a global resource, so having 2 wells is probably not necessary. But anyway, so this is asking us to sell some mushrooms and some peppers, which we cannot do, but we have fueled up the train. I say fuel up, you're probably thinking, fuel? Well, you've put water in it. Where's the coal? Well, that's in the next one. So once you've got the agricultural permit... sorry, no, we're on agricultural permit at the moment. You go over to light industrial permit. Minimum approval is 50. You start with 60, so it's basically just getting the resources, which is 32 gold, and then you get access to stone, coal. I think that's flour, bread, because you get them interim trades that I mentioned earlier, and then I think it's magic and then potions. So there we are. Let's just see then. So this is going quite nicely. I'm going to build a road across like that, and I might build another one maybe across here, so we'll have it as 3 by... No, do you want a 3 by 3 or do you want to build... I'm going to build a road across there, and there we go. Right, next one will be selling... what do we got? We are giving them water, and they're wanting peppers and wheat. Oh, we do have some wheat. We have 6 wheat, so I'm just going to max speed this out while the train comes along, and you can see we've got the pepper train as well as the wheat train, so the carriages on the back do actually change. And let's see then, so I'm going to keep it on auto refill. We're going to sell all of the wheat possible, so we'll trade that over. So we've got 6 currents of currency. The next train will arrive at 12:25, and it will require 2 water. However, it will have 2 immigrants, so we have new people arriving. I don't know whether or not the people arriving are random, whether it's based on the housing, although I have had a time where people have arrived and there's not housing available to them. So I think it is just sort of random there. But anyway, we shall see. I'm going to chop down some trees. I'm going to chop down big tree. I'm going to not chop down the other one. And I mean, it might as well be a conveyor belt rather than a train, rather than a railroad here. But there's some new people, so that's all good. So they're going to head off. Can you click on the people? No, you can't. These roads, as you say, is a dirt road, cleared land that allows your villagers to move faster. So they're moving faster. They're cracking on with different jobs. So there we go. That's all good. I think I probably want to store some more. Where is it? I was going to say store some more wood, but I can't. I don't actually have the resources for that. So I guess it's just a case of maxing this out and allowing the guys to crack on with their daily chores. So you can see we've got different farming here, so different levels of growth, and it takes a while for them to sort through all of that. Obviously, this is filling up our resources here. There's another one coming along, and let me just go to normal speed. So, oh, we got a red train here. So this is wheat, and what else? This is peppers. So we'll sell all the wheat, which is only sadly another 5, but we're up to 11 generic units of currency. The next one will be water and potatoes and wood. So that's going to probably net us. That's probably going to net us more money than we need. It's always good, I guess. That's going to arrive at 16:25, so 25 past 4 in the afternoon, and here it is. So we got our beige train with water, with don't know what that one is. What are potatoes, I think, and then the log car on the back. It's actually a logging car as well. Nice. So we're going to sell all the water, we're going to sell all the potatoes, all the wood, and then trade over. So that takes us to 39. I'm immediately going to chop down some more trees because, quite frankly, we're going to need them. You can chop down more trees than you have storage for the resources, but it's giving us a warning there, basically saying, hey, do you realise you're going to lose some stuff? So that's fine. Now we now have an alert on the railway status to allow us to upgrade to the light industrial permit. Minimum approval is 50. We've got 66. After that, we need some gold as well, so 32, and we're up to 39. I'm probably going to wait for some more people to arrive. Let's just go to housing, and I'm going to go with a wooden house, and we're going to put the wooden house in there. And I'll probably put another row, which is going to be log house, just to change the look of it. When we get to the next level, you also get stone housing and stone cottages, that type of thing. I think it's all just a visual change, but we shall see. Right, you know what? I'll wait for this next one to arrive, because that'll give us some more people. And we've still got a bit of space around here, which is all good. Here it is. And it's going to pull up, and there we go. There's some more people. So 7 of 10. That is pretty much fine. I think what we're going to do then is go for a rank up. So, light industrial permit. This document permits the holder to construct buildings and factories for the purposes of transforming raw resources into consumable goods. Consumable goods are as follows: bread, potions, magic, and yes, we've been given the seal of approval. So we now have a couple of things. Firstly, build a railway HQ in order to get information about your production. So we can say give all the wood, and then it also requires stone, I believe. Construction site for the railways HQ. Does that provide 2 housing? I think it does. But going over to building, you can see we now have access to potato field 1x2, so it changes the orientation. I would have thought that would have been a default option, to be fair, just being able to rotate these, but never mind. We also have similar things for Pepperfield. Basically, we have the whole thing just in a different orientation. Raw goods has been upgraded, so we have now a quarry and a coal mine. Housing, you've got your wooden cottage and wooden house and log cabin and log house. We had those previously, but now we've got stone cottage 1 and 2 and stone house 1 and 2. So that's all in, and you can see the resources it takes. And so it says Stonehouse 2, a larger home for 2. So it has 2 habitable slots. It requires 4 gold, 2 wood, and 4 stone. I don't know what the difference is mechanically from, say, a wooden house. Yeah, it's the same footprint. Also has the same amount of housing available. It just looks a bit different, but costs more. Maybe there is later on, or in the full version, a boost in the approval that it may give you. But anyway, and you can see all the resources now has changed at the top there. So we've got loads of other stuff that I haven't looked at. So there's log storage, there's all of the industries, so windmill, bakeries, potions, loads of stuff there. And we've also got now paved roads as well. Anyway, so we're going to sell, and we're going to sell things like peppers and the mushrooms. We're going to trade all that over. And I think what we'll do is go for building and then raw goods. And I want a quarry, because I want to start to quarry some stone. and bring it over to here. There is a space there, but I'm going to put the quarry in. Oh, actually, wait. So you see here, what's happened is this is now expanded to the other side. Is that more stone storage? It is. Okay. I think I'm going to put the quarry then around maybe. Let me chop all of these down. I'm going to put the quarry maybe on this side, a bit away from the farm. I don't want them sort of contaminated there. I think I'm going to put the quarry in probably here, and then the roads will go across and then down and then up, and I think I'm going to put in I guess we're gonna have three rows of housing if we really wanted to. I'm very much gridding this, so actually, you know, for because of that, I'm actually going to separate it just for the sake of visuals, you understand. And then I am going to put in probably another. I'm probably going to put in 2 quarries, ideally. So raw goods. There's another quarry that'll go in there. Coal mine will also require to be placed, and I think the coal mine can go. Well, there's the coal bunker. I think, you know what, I think we'll put a couple of coal mines down here. And there we go. And then there's more people arrived. Let's go with a log house. Slightly different visually. Like I said, I think most of this is just a visual change. That train there is just giving us resources. Yeah, so that's very kind of them. And let's see, let's go with I don't really know actually what we're going to go with at this stage. Don't really need anything other than more housing, really. Quarries are up and running. You can pause production and move things and demolish and stuff, so that's all good. I don't know if you get any resources back. It says wood too on this one. Maybe you get them resources back. I'm not sure. Oh, you can actually upgrade. Oh, that's okay. I didn't really know. I didn't know about that one. So you can upgrade to a stone house or a stone house 2. Okay. Like say in this version, I don't think mechanically it gives much of a change other than the visuals, but there you go. Feel free to correct me if there's something I've missed there. How are we doing over here? We need some stone is what we need. We need more people basically. We need a stronger workforce, which will arrive. We're gonna have 4 people arrive in the next train. One thing I have got is coal. You can see it's now filling up the coal bunker there, and we'll go auto for coal, so we'll fill that up. I think you then gain extra approval because of that. And we're going to... we could buy stone if we really wanted to, but I think I'm just going to sell some peppers for now. I don't think buying stone is necessarily required. We need more people, obviously, but that will require some more housing. And we're actually out of log of all things. Let me go ahead and chop down these trees here. And is that one... I thought that one had got bigger. So, right, okay, that's... I thought when I'm mousing over it, that line there... I thought that's just the box around it. It's just... right, it's just the way the pixels are, right? I thought that was actually a level up thing. It's an easy mistake to make. Yeah, makes a lot more sense now. Anyway, log cabin. I would like to go with like a stone home. But just for visual differences, but alas, we cannot. Let me chop that down. And we're now going to have more people arrive. 4 people, and that'll take us to the maximum level, which will be totally fine. So, we're going to just max speed this out. Another train arriving. How we're doing for wood. Wood is totally fine on that one. We're auto-filling the train, and then more people will arrive, which will then looks to be actually start to mine in the quarry. Okay. Nice little detail there. I don't know if you saw, but they actually go and navigate the steps. So one's on the crane, then one navigates the steps. That's actually quite a nice little detail, that. I like that. Let's go with 4. We're going to sell some resources here. Sell loads of wood. I'll just trade that over. Chop down the tree. Later on, obviously, we'll be just trading for trees. Chop that down as well. Trading for wood, should I say. And let's see how we're getting on. Let me just slow the game down a little bit. We're going to go to 6 of 16 for the railway HQ. Okay. Obviously, we haven't got any of the interim technology stuff. This guy's requiring 3 of each resource, and then they're also selling potatoes. Oh no, the next one is. Well, this guy is as well. No, the next one is selling potatoes. This guy's buying, so we'll trade potatoes over. And let's see. I think I want to go with log storage. And can I place... You can't place them down here. Interestingly, these are automatically generated, all this storage here, like potions, flour, bread, magic. So we have somewhere to store stuff, but the other resources you have to place... You have to place on this side. I don't think I'll bother with any of this other stuff. That's all fine. Stone is still going up, which is all good. Not going to receive any new citizens, so we'll build up that. What can we build in terms of industry? Nothing much. Roads. We need stone. Stone seems to be just a resource that you need a lot of. Okay. Especially at this stage, anyway. But we've only got a couple of people working there, and we're maxed out on the housing as well. And here's another train arriving. So, at 6:50, another 4 people are turning up. So we'll need to make sure we can build the housing for that. Housing. There you go. We've got stone cottage. Yeah, so we can build if we really want to some stone houses. I'm going to put a stone house in there because why not? You can't really see it, but you know it exists. We'll wait for the next one so we can build that. Just so we can see what it looks like. Like I said, maybe later on these matter, but it is certainly in this build more on the lighter side of the city builder genre, mechanically. And how we're doing for stone. Stone, you can see now it says 18 of 16, so we definitely need another house. So there's a house. And, oh, what's this here? That looks to be... coal, stone, and magic. Well, I'm going to sell coal, because we've got coal for that. People are saying that there's a problem with water. Yes, there is a bit of a problem with water. Look at that. We've got 2 wells. There's a well there. Actually, wait. There's a well there. And shall I place a well somewhere else? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to place another well there. Because apparently there's a bit of a shortage when it comes to water, which surprises me. I guess there's only a certain amount of people that can be on the wells. There is another train arriving. We can sell some more peppers. I'm up to 49 generic units of currency now, so I probably don't need any more. Let's build the small railway HQ. So that's now built, and we're going to build a road up to that, so like that. And if we click on that, it shows maximum production. This window shows the maximum attainable production rates of your buildings, not counting the time required for villagers to get to work and fulfill their needs. So we are producing 3.4 mushrooms per hour, I think, and we are producing no potions. Water, 22.5. Use of 0, it just says spread across, doesn't tell me how much we're using, but we definitely had a shortage. Some of the things for wheat, 6 wheat, but we're not turning into flour, and then we're not making any bread. Magic peppers, same thing, and then shows the bare resources for things like potatoes, stone, and coal. Right, well, I guess we're going to have to change things up, aren't we? So we have enough, I believe, do we have enough water? I don't know if we do. I'm going to place another well in here. And we've got another resource train coming along. And what we're going to do is start to think about... I don't think we need any more housing, but we do want some more industries. So we're going to go with a windmill. There's our windmill. Excellent. And, it says immigrants 3, 4 immigrants. Why have they left? Even though approval is 87. So I'm not too sure. Actually, was that 18 before? Maybe it's a water thing. I don't know. Anyway, let's get things up and running. We've got good housing. We've got good water. Bakery. What does it tell us how much we're generating when it's working? Yes. So 2 fields will equal the resources or the output of one windmill, even though it's not working. But after that, a bakery will go in there. I'm going to double check the resources here. 3. So it's 2 fields to 1 windmill to 1 bakery. That seems to be the... Yeah. Yeah, seems to be the output. Potion shop and magic refinery. So potion shop produces potions from mushrooms and water. It shows the resources there, to be fair. So 1 water and 2 mushrooms equals a potion. And a magic refinery is 1 to 1. So I'm going to place a magic shop like that. And oh, we don't have enough housing for people. Let's go stone house 2. There we go. And going to double check this. So we are producing. Oh, we don't have enough. We don't have enough mushrooms for our potions, so we need more mushroom fields. Okay, I'll get on that in a moment. Let's go with also a magic refinery. I'm going to place it in that corner. Get a bit more industrial as we go to the left here. Let's double check on that one. And it says, where are we at? It says, oh, there we go, 30.0, and we're using 5.4. That's because of the, not just the standard usage of the village, but now the use of our different trades. So we are on peppers, magic peppers. 4.0 we're producing, and we are processing 2.4. So we need another one of those, like that. But now we'll be over. Yes, it is, but it's not a huge problem. Who's this arrived here? Selling. We can sell peppers, or we can sell bread, but we're not actually producing any bread. And we can buy stone. And we've got 4 stone. Okay. We also have, I believe, enough housing. Oh no, we don't. We don't have enough for a wood house. Wood house requires 4 gold and 4 wood, whereas stone houses, it's only 2 wood but more stone. That makes sense. Let me just chop some of these down. Longer term, obviously you'll have to cultivate these. You'll also have to do some more trading. Let's chop all those down. Let's see that train away. It's all good. And I'm probably going to go ahead and sell. What do you want to sell? Sell some more wood. Sell all 8. I mean, we've got loads of wood over here in the wood. Although this is, like I say, it is a renewable resource, but not in this context. How are we doing for railway status? 93 approval. Okay. You can edit the railway as well. You can change the name and the logo and the display name and such. So that exists. Let's go ahead and go with sell potatoes. We've got 2 potatoes. Is that it? Right, I'm going to have to build some more. So, farming. Potato fields. Because we can, we're going to put it in a different orientation. Oh, darn it. Move there. Move there. I just put it in the wrong orientation, you understand? Sorry, the wrong way. Peppers. Mushy rooms. Like that. And then roads. And roads we can build as stone ones now. Up to a certain point. That's because, well, we have some stone. We did have some stone. It says road paving that lets your people move faster. Good. So let's max that out. So we're going to head towards a happy railway status of 100 approval. You can see all of these are planted, but we don't have the people arriving yet. Oh, no, we have 25 of 22 people. Let me pause. Housing. Got loads of wood. Let's go with a log house. Wooden house. And a log house. Oh no, we can't. We've got not the gold available. Okay. Let's see about trading here. Sell. Portions and wheat. Don't sell too much because that's an interim technology for us. Stone house. There we go. That's really spinning quick. No, there we go. It was the speed I had it on. Roads then. We can build a couple more roads there. That's fine. Obviously, we just need more housing and such. I'm just going to double check the production rates. So we are producing more than enough mushrooms, more than enough water, more than enough wheat. We need another mill and another bakery and some more. Basically, we need more of the interim technologies. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move these around here like that to build another windmill, another bakery, and another one of those. We will require more, you understand. But just for the sake of this, actually, here's a problem. We're out of generic units of currency. Let's say this guy. We can sell coal, which we will do, and we can sell stone, which I am not going to do because I am wanting to build more roads. I will go for that, and that, and that, and then roads. I'm going to build across and upgrade all these as best I can. What is the problem? It is a problem of we don't have enough stone. Okay, that's fine. 25 of 28 houses. I will put some more houses up here if we need to. But we're going to double check here. We can see that the production rates are not too bad. We do need some more, if we were to get it ideal, we do need some more mushroom fields. We have perfect bakery stuff and wheat, and we need definitely more magic powders. So actually I can pause it. I can probably demolish that potion shop. We should have sold some wood there. And go with a... Well, we'll trade. I can't trade. Oh, we're out of housing as well. How are we doing for this one now? Yeah, okay. Now we're underproducing portions. Alright. Looks like all of the farming's working well, which is good. And more people have arrived. Let me go to building and housing. I'm going to go with stone house. 1, 2, and unpause it. That'll require more, I think, gold, yes. Okay. Gold seems to be the issue at this stage. Generic units of currency. Let's sell some peppers. How are we doing for things like potions? None. I just don't think anyone's working in there. That's probably what's happened. 32 of 32 housing though. Wooden house, log house. There we go. So more than enough for our housing needs. Roads, roads, roads. So you level all that up, which is all good. And we can sell water and logs, and again, we might as well do all of that because there's more than enough over here. And chop all that down. Okay, so we have managed to get that. I'll wait until the train goes so this disappears. In but a moment. And there we go. So we managed to create this. This is our, well, it's our Iron Village. It's a generic village. We have got farming. We've got some housing. We are now producing, oh, by the look of it, some magic powder. Yeah, magic powder. We have, obviously, trains arriving exceptionally regularly. But I think we're going to leave it there for now because we are at 100 approval. And we can't go to the next level because that's because of the demo and such. So, yeah, that's been a bit of... Oh, you know what is bugging me a little bit? This should probably be a nice paved road, which we've now done. Excellent. Yeah, that's been a bit of Iron Village. Like I say, this is the demo. There is a full version available. I'll put a link in the description. It does appear to be... not an overly longish title. I think people have completed it in a couple of hours and such. But obviously your mileage may vary in all of that. And I don't normally mention price, but it's very reasonable on the generic rates of currency. And oh, there's more. There's more. Right, I can't finish without changing this this bit here to stone. We're gonna have to do that one. But yeah, next later on with the level ups, as far as I can tell, you've got things like, well, the different technologies, so different interim stuff, so you'll do some smelting and things like that. You have to expand the railway. That's why you've got this sort of size here. Obviously more housing and such, and then I think the longer term, the sort of end game, as it were, is to build like a castle or a keep or some sort of really big manor house type thing, and that's sort of complete. But yeah, it's a fairly relaxing city builder, light on the mechanics, and obviously focused around trains and stuff, which is a theme I quite enjoy. So that's one of the reasons why I check this thing out. If you want to see more, then by all means let me know. I'm more than happy to check out the full version. Let me go ahead and sell all of this just for the sake of getting in enough resources to build a road there and build a road there, and I think that is it. Pretty much complete, as far as I can tell. Yes, but there you go. That's been a bit of the game, and yeah, Generic Village up and running, all working, enough housing. Everyone appears to be fairly happy. Either way, hope you have enjoyed the look at the game, and let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.